Ugh. The coffee has been acquired. We're good. Sorry for the late start to the stream today, guys, but welcome. Oh, wait, what does it say ending? Who put the end? Guys, which one of you guys put the ending screen? What the hell? That's crazy. That's crazy. Bye. I'm not leaving. It's starting. It's different. Coffee took so long to stream end. I don't know. There's no bye. I'm here. Say hi. Hello. Welcome. 8 p.m. late stream. Let's go. All right, let's do this. Ooh. That was a close one. You almost saw me for a second there. Anyway, welcome, guys. Welcome back. 2 streams in one night. I know. So special. So rare. Welcome back, guys. Late stream, so, you know, we're kind of just chilling here. But I got some good news. We're working on some very fun stuff today. We've kind of got like a little playground going on around me right here of all the new items that I've been messing around with. You guys know from the last stream, the day before yesterday, we added some pretty awesome stuff. And we're going to continue adding some pretty awesome stuff as well. What did we get done yesterday? We did some great things. I can't show you the vehicle teleporters while they're on, because here in the editor, teleporters don't work. But I could load into Forge and put them on there. We have gigantic shield door, number 1. Obviously, shield doors are a staple of Halo 3 and Halo in general, even in Reach. But it's way better to have a gigantic one, because it's more useful. The second item we added was the one-way shield door, which originally appeared in Reach originally, but I took the Halo 3 shield door and I redid it so that it has the same function as the Reach shield door here. So it's the Halo 3 one, but it's got one side red, and if you walk through it this way, you get pushed out, and you can't get back in, you get bounced right back. So, pretty cool, pretty cool. And vehicles, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And one interesting quirk, I didn't even remember this, to be completely honest, but apparently with the vanilla Halo 3 shield doors, vehicles are just not allowed. You should remove the emitter. I did think about removing it because I know some people might want to like stack them. I don't think it's too bad. Did you gonna get the E3 Scarab fixed up? It's not fixed up yet, but it will get fixed up. One thing I did change on these though, this is the vanilla Halo 3 shield door. You try to take a vehicle in it, it bounces you back, but I thought that was kind of pointless. So with my ultimate Forge shield doors, you can just drive right through them. Of course, not on the one-sided one. Everything gets blocked on this one, but so they can be tiled without looking dumb. I was thinking about it, and because of that exact reason, I was debating removing it. But the reason I haven't yet is because technically you can tile them reasonably well. Like, for example, I'll use the one-way shield doors as an example. You could have like one here on the ground, and then you have the other one, and then you flip it upside down kind of like this. Right? You do that. We need minus 180. And then you could tile it this way. I can't really tell which way it's tile. Anyway, yeah, you kind of go like that. That, drag it up like that, and then if you wanted to tile it upwards again, you totally could, and the little emitters would actually continue on. I'm not like super married to the idea of keeping the emitters, but at the very least, when you do stack them up again, you could just flip it around, and then you get kind of like a double emitter thing going on right here, which I don't think looks too bad. So like if you just keep stacking them and stacking them and stacking them, you kind of get an effect like that. So it's not too bad. I feel like they look better. Like, you know what? Maybe we'll... All right, I hear you guys. And honestly, I was thinking about removing them as well. I kind of wanted to keep them just for the sake of like my nostalgia, my OG Halo 3. But I hear you. Especially when they're this big, it looks a little silly. Like if it's on that one, you know what? That makes sense. That makes sense. I like the emitter. We got kind of a split going on in the chat. They do have the emitters in the corner, so that's not... Yeah, exactly. You have those little things there, so it's like... I don't know. I think I'm going to remove them. At least keep them on the smaller ones. Well, the smaller ones, that's not even going to be in the mod, actually. The only shield doors are going to be the really, really big ones. I suppose I could add in one smaller shield door. I just don't know if they're useful enough to count up an entire slot just for having a smaller one. Doesn't look bad, but doesn't fit in properly. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's because these were designed to be, like, placed down on the ground, but here in Ultimate Forge... In modern day MCC, we have phased objects physics, which means you can just have stuff float. So you don't really need to have the little thing on the ground anymore to make it make sense. The central emitters aren't effective. I don't know what that means. Have I played Slip Space? Have I played? No, actually I haven't. I thought I did, but I was just watching a lot of content on it recently. Oh, wait. I haven't set up my webcam. Boo! It's me. I gotta zoom in, dude. Alright, we're good. Now, anyway, we've got a very, very lovely set of things left to do today. So, my favorite object I think we added... Oh, it's actually tough to say for sure. You know what, let's check out the teleporters really quickly. I'm going to go into Forge mode in the tag test really quickly. That way we can poke around and see the vehicle teleporters, because I do think those are really cool. The weapon holder looks similar to the emitter. True. They've got some similarities going on. They actually use the man cannon textures, funnily enough. Alright, game, multiplayer, sandbox. God, my coffee. I did not put enough creamer in. Alpine Sandbox 2. Alpine Sandbox 2. I typed 23. Laffy! 20 months of Laffy! Good to see ya! Thank you so much for 20 long months. Appreciate it.
In Sierra 117, there's the prison shield emitter you free Johnson from, and that floats in the middle.
I was literally just thinking about that a second ago.
That might be a cool thing you could add to Forge. A shield door you could activate and deactivate like a door. I wish. To activate and deactivate stuff requires button controls and stuff. El Dorito has functionality for that, but unfortunately, that doesn't work in Halo 3 on MCC. I love the idea, though. Laffy said, where is Anime Cortana? Is she safe? Is she all right? Maybe. Maybe. Lots of scripting also. No, that stuff actually doesn't even require scripting. There's an entire section in the editor here, literally just called devices, which you can create control groups. You can have controllers, which are like invisible buttons, machines, which activate, and then you have just a group to like link them together, and they just work. You can have like on states, off states. It's a whole device system built into the game. That's why El Dorito was able to incorporate it into the Forge mode they have. Does the landing pad have a texture underneath? I believe it's just all dark. Yeah, it's just kind of a gray texture. Oh, you know what? We gotta switch up the soundtrack. We're listening to some fire stuff, but it's gonna start playing some copyrighted music, and we can't have that here. All right. Let's take a quick look. Does my controller work today? Plugging it in. Let's find out. Am I lucky? I'm lucky! Huge! Okay, can I use my controller? Huge, huge, huge. Alright, so the reason I wanted to pop in here is because one of the objects that we got added into here was not just regular human teleporters like this one here. We'll put a two-way node there, two-way node there. Actually, let's do this the right way. Let's do this the right way. We have a sender node and a receiver node for humans, and for vehicles, we got a sender node and a receiver node. And damn, they look pretty cool! Look at that, dude. Wait, why is this one kinda... This one didn't pop up right. Hold on. There we go. Okay, that's a bit better. Kind of bugged out here in the editor. Look at that, dude. Big vehicle teleporters. Pretty cool, right? It's really just the teleporters from the DLC map Cold Storage, but modified to be like really big and flattened, like tastefully flattened, you know. But yeah, these are the vehicle teleporters. I think they look pretty damn cool. I really am happy with how they came out. I really didn't have to do all that much to make them look good, but I do think they look good. And of course, it's a vehicle exclusive thing. So if I try to go through the sender node, it's just straight up not going to work. Doesn't do anything for me as a player. I might change that, but I don't really know if it's required. But if I take a vehicle through, what's the collision like? Are they flat? Yeah, yeah. Well, they have a little ramp on them, so you can drive up them, but they are flat besides that. Pretty cool. I debated making them have a force that kind of like sucks you in, but I don't know if that would be a great idea necessarily. But they're really smooth. They teleport vehicles super easily. Woo! Yeah, but I really like them. I think they're great. I think they'll have a lot of potential. In my opinion, remove the collision. Well, they kind of have to have some level of collision on them. Otherwise, you're just going to drive through the little ramp on the sides. It'd be kind of weird. They look cool though. I'm really happy at how cool they look. Can Scarabs use the teleporters? No. To be honest, unless the vehicle can actually like fit into the teleporter, for the most part, they won't work. I was barely able to fit a pelican in by like shoving the pelican into the ground through it. Oh, I think I see why you're saying remove the collision though, so like giant vehicles can go through it. Let me try this. I want to make sure the two-way nodes work. Pretty sure they do, but I just want to double check. Right, two-way nodes. Why am I trying to go through it as a human? Woo! Perfect. The driver's seat actually reached the boundary of the teleporter. Yeah, I kind of figured that was the case after the mammoth wouldn't let me through, and after the pelican was being a little weird and quirky. Couldn't Scarab not crash down be teleported? I mean, I don't think it blocks giants like Scarabs, so it should theoretically work. Anyway, though, vehicle teleporters, very cool. Very, very cool. And then, of course, this is a forge object now. I don't think I can grab it yet because I haven't added it to the forge list, but normally you just be able to grab this and place it down wherever you want. It's pretty awesome. It's got full physics and collision and everything. Works super nicely. Very good, very good. Freaking cool. Oh! Master Oof with the huge super chat. Thank you so much.
Since enforcers, light bridges, and wombats.
Oh my god, that's a long time ago.
Things. How close are we to the big epic forge mod?
Well, we've had an entire, like, practically a year of testing, as I've also been admittedly not working on it 100% and switching between projects, as I do. But we're at the end game now. There's not much left. It's honestly really great. We're at the point where we have so many amazing objects, and forging is so smooth and good, but now I just got rid of all the pointless objects, like little random crates and things on the forge menu. I still have some of them in here. I got rid of like the golf stuff from Sandbox. We still have a couple other things I can get rid of. We have stuff like supply case open, which I'm going to get rid of because we already have a regular supply case, and you can't even put weapons in here anyway, making it literally pointless. So we're just removing all the useless stuff that really adds nothing good to the mod, and we're replacing with cool stuff like one-way shield doors, vehicle teleporters, new giant covenant objects, stuff from campaign like the watchtowers, stuff like that. Will you replace the huge grass pad with the forge version? Well, I mean, I wasn't planning on it. I guess I could. I certainly could, yeah. I hadn't really considered it, to be honest. Ultimate Forge gonna be bigger than Campaign Evolved. I mean, I certainly hope people get some fun out of it. I don't know about that, though. Alright, but we do have something interesting that we gotta take a look at here, which, let me close that. We have the list. The list of all the things that I want to add. All the really cool ideas. So, here's the list. Essentially, ready for Snowmageddon? Yeah, no, it's already getting really cold. Tonight, it's the temperature's going to keep dropping and dropping, and then tomorrow night it's going to be brutal. Absolutely brutal. So these are the things we have to remove. A lot, actually. And these three we may keep. These three we may keep. The Wrecked Warthog is like the destroyed. It's really good for set dressing, so I think I might keep that. The Egg Shield, a 50-50, it's not that useful. Forerunner Crate, actually very useful. May keep it for Forerunner related stuff. There's been some great uses of it. Is the beanie itchy? Yeah, this beanie is not itchy. This beanie is not itchy. I just live in Texas? I do. I'm in Austin, therefore. I'm really hoping that I just barely miss out on the ice. I have some friends up in Dallas, and they're going to be going through it. I'm just praying my power doesn't go out and I can stream tomorrow. It's getting down to 14 in Killeen right now. Is it actually? Oh my god. Yeah, it's been like raining non-stop today, and I can see on the radar the ice is coming. The ice is coming. Right now, hourly, it's still like 50 degrees here in town. It's chill. It's chill. But alright. We got the Covenant Watchtower stuff, the giant ODST base, we got the one-way and two-way shields upgraded, we got the vehicle teleporters. That was the stuff we did last stream. Is Missile Pod a maybe? Yeah, Missile Pod is a maybe. That's why I have the dashes next to it. Because I would really like to include it. It's a great object. I've actually always wanted to have that in Forge and never really had the opportunity to use it. It's also insanely strong. But the things I'm definitely adding are, I'm going to add the human crate back. You guys know the classic green human crate. I don't think I could I don't think I could responsibly have a Forge mod without the iconic Halo crate. Alright, that... I would actually just feel dirty. You know what I'm talking about? Where is it? Industrial, military... Crate. It should be crate packing, right? Crate... Camping, case, crate, packing, giant. And then it should be the multiplayer one, because that one doesn't blow up into objects. Yeah, right here, dude. This... Imagine making a mod where I don't include the crate packing, man. Can't believe it wasn't in there already. I know. It's insane. But not to worry. The crate will return to Ultimate Forge. It is iconic. Not having this in a Halo 3 Forge mod makes me feel dirty, dude. Not a good idea to remove that. So we're going to keep that. Also just great for set dressing. Why don't I have the destructible one? I mean, I could. It would just risk overloading maps and things like that. A lot of you guys, I don't even know if you know this, but there is a destructible version of this from campaign. There's this one, which is specifically for multiplayer. And then there's this one, which is for campaign. And it actually blows up. Did I spawn the wrong one? Hello? It didn't take? No, that's it. Why isn't it blowing up? Hello? Blow up. Break. Okay, well, it's supposed to blow up. I don't know why it's not. Where's my properties window? Hello? Yeah, it's supposed to be crate packing giant. Well, whatever. Takes a lot to blow up. Apparently, it takes a shit ton of grenades. What is its health? Anyway, we're going to keep the crates, though. We're keeping the crates. Those stay in the mod. Then, the human watchtower. Now, this is an interesting one because it came straight out of ODST. Master Oof! Thank you for becoming a member. You came back after all this time. Came back after all this time, became a member, and dropped a huge super chat. Thank you. I really appreciate the support. I really do. Spawn a tank. Oh, true. Let's see. I'm gonna if a scorpion tank is what it takes to blow this thing up, I am going to reduce its health very substantially, because that would be actually insane. Hope you're having a good stream. Thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's a good stream, Michelle. Nah. Maybe this just isn't the right one. Let me see. Crate packing giant. Crate packing. No, because crate packing is the small one. Crate packing giant. And crate packing giant and the... Oh. Does it didn't blow up in the editor, maybe? No, everything should be able to be destructible in the editor. Don't make no sense. Indomitable bucks. Yeah, no, actually, this crate versus a scorpion is the classic immovable object and unstoppable force. Objects, gear, human, military. Give me my crate packing. Let me take a little look-see in here. What's going on? Crate packing giant. All right, that's cool and all. What are we looking at here? What's the difference between... Oh, because there's a model tag for it. So yeah, it's got damage info. 4,000 health? Guys, can somebody please tell me who gave the crate 4,000 health, please? Sorry, Bungie. We did it. Yay. That's insane. Yeah, it seems a little bit excessive, spawning 8 mini crates for, like, no good reason. I think I'm gonna stick with the multiplayer version, but cool nonetheless. I don't really want the map to, like, explode and die, because one crate overloaded everything. I would feel a little guilty about including that. Alright, moving back to the list. We have to have the Scarab gun. I already have a Scarab gun. I've had a Scarab gun. I've always had a Scarab gun. It's a Scarab gun. There's nothing crazy about it. The other thing, though, is a human watchtower. I already technically kind of sort of have this in the game. Alright, so we're going to spawn it in. It should be under objects, levels. No, I remember it. It's under objects, gear, atlas, military. I lied. That's where the human military barrier is. I think they actually just shoved it into the regular Halo 3 folder for it here. Called, like, human watchtower. There it is. So here's the quirky thing, alright? Here's the quirky thing. This does not work in Forge as of right now. Right? It's a great object, arguably. The reason it's great is because it has a ladder. But the reason it has a ladder is because it has no physics model. Basically, I can't spawn this in Forge. If I make this spawnable in Forge, the ladder will stop working completely. However, there is good news, which is that I can add a gravity lift that, like, shoves you up and into here. The bad news is it will always shove you up and into here. And I don't know how to turn it off. So that's an interesting quirk. Like, you really just wouldn't be able to exit. It's kind of just the reality of the situation. I could try something a bit wacky, where maybe, like, there's a ramp shape here that causes you to kind of get launched in, and then you can just, like, walk off. You just have no sound, so, like, you just walk up and you go, woo. Maybe wank it weak enough to not block the entrance. I think that should be doable. I think we'd give it a try. Why does it have to shove you in? I guess it doesn't. You could just get up here at the top and go like wow, 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 wow. I suppose that'd be fine. But yeah, I think it would be a good idea to just make a little physics model for this human watchtower, shove it into the game, turn this into a crate object, call it a day. Those cat ears on that beanie, I think they kind of are. It's just a square-shaped beanie. So it kind of ends up with two little points there, but we can call them cat ears. It makes you feel better. Is it destructible? Actually, yes. The human watchtower, it's not fully destructible, but you can break off the sides of it. Alright, so I'm pulling up my folders to get everything loaded up here in the background. Here we go. Objects, levels, multi, Alpine Sandbox Forge, boom, 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 and then lastly, I need my editing kit, work folder, models folder. Awesome. Cool, cool, cool. Last but not least, we're gonna go into the ODST folder, and we need to rip the human watchtower out again. So let's do that. Here is my ODST folder with Blender lovely in the background, and in order to get this human watchtower, even though I have it in Halo 3, I just dragged and dropped it from ODST, but to get the source files, we have to rip it from ODST, which actually has them. So we're going to do that for the render model, and we're going to do it for the collision model. It does not have anything else. Would it be possible to fix the scenery and create objects to actually phase into things like the objects in Halo 4 can phase into the environment? Yeah, you can do that in Forge already. Forge lets you change your object type to fixed and phased in Halo 3 because the MCC team upgraded Forge mode in Halo 3, so it's like way better. Now with scenery objects? I'm not really sure I understand. They just press against the ground? Oh, that's because, well, you can't even spawn in scenery objects in Forge. If they don't, because usually the issue with scenery objects is they don't have a physics model. This is the cool thing about this. Notice how I can walk into it, but guess what? It doesn't have a physics model. This thing has a collision model. What's cool about scenery objects is you can just give them a collision model, but if you don't give them a physics model, the collision model becomes like a super detailed physics model. It's actually really crazy. And that lets you do cool stuff like ladders on scenery objects because the collision model handles the ladders like a map might have. And it also means if you scale this, if I scaled this object up as a scenery object as well, because it's using a collision model, it would also scale the quote-unquote physics model for it. Or, well, it should under certain situations. I guess it doesn't here. I think there's a flag you have to enable for it to do that. But yeah, basically it does that. It's really cool. Anyway, we gotta export our very cool watchtower, which should be tool, extract, import info, and then we're gonna grab the exact folder it's in, which should be under tags, objects, gear, human military, and then human watchtower. Yeah, right here. So we're gonna grab this folder. I'm gonna put it into here, and then we're gonna do human watchtower, and the tags that we want are just the render model. And then we want to grab the collision model as well. That's literally all this thing has. It looks cool, and you can shoot it. Nice. Okay, we got it. That was easy. Now we're just going to go into Blender. We're going to put this together, and we're going to make a physics model for it so we can make it a regular, boring old object in Halo 3. So there's that folder where it extracted to just now. And then we're just going to hit our import into Blender on that exact folder. We'll do the render model first. Master Chief should get a retirement party? Yeah. And then they gotta let his son, Colonel Chief, take over. He just happens to be super dark and edgy because he never got enough attention from his dad, Master Chief. He wears all black and red armor, and he's not scared of anything. Cool. Alright, wow, really it looks like the collision model is pretty detailed. Kylo 117. Okay, so we got a very nice collision model here, very, very cool. So we're gonna basically just hide the overall collision model, including the walls, which these are destructible, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that earlier, but somebody did ask about it. While this thing doesn't have massive destruction physics, you can blow up these walls on the side here, which is kind of cool. Dude, you guys wouldn't be able to handle my Spartan OC, man. His name is Darkfire Ravenstorm, and he wears all black and red armor. And it has a cannon. It has the like the flaming head effect, and everyone sees it, and they always think it's so cool, and they want to know how it doesn't burn his head. And he just, every time somebody asks him about it, he just goes, huh, like that, and he doesn't say anything more. It's so cool, guys. It's actually so cool. You have a variant with turrets? Put some turrets up there yourself. You can't take my name for your OC. Vorador's Raven. Listen. Darkfire Raven shit is my OC, okay? You can't have him. And he says, nothing personnel, kid, after he kills him, and that's true. That's true. Alright, so this is going to be the base of our physics model here. Watch in awe. You won't believe what happens next. We're going to give it a region. We're going to call it base tower. I think that's what it's called. Yep, base tower. We're going to give it... I don't think we need a vertex group, actually. But anyway, we're going to do that. We're going to give it a material called... whatever, I don't know, whatever this has. Wall B, wall C, don't care. Tower and ladder. Okay, we'll make a new material. Just give it the tower material for now. And we're just going to build up a really simple physics model for this. This is not going to take longer than like 5 minutes. So we'll go ahead and do the following. We're going to create the base here. Snap. Like so. Bring this one up here. All the way up to the top of the tower. Like so. I don't want it clipping through the floor, so that should be good. And then let me just double check. Probably fine if it's like that. I think if I bevel it, it might work better. Okay, yeah, we can do that. We'll have like a nice kind of octagonal prism thing going on. Your Texas poser, does he own cowboy boots? I own 4 donkeys and a horse. Tell you what. It's true. You don't know nothing about it, do you? You don't know nothing. Thank you for the
Dark
2,
Fire
Adam.
Raven. Bro really named his Spartan after the only 2 goth girls in Teen Titans and thought we wouldn't notice.
There's only 1 goth girl in Teen Titans. That's Raven. Which is like the most generically edgy name of all time. Darkfire is Starfire's sister? Oh! Yeah, I don't know. I haven't watched that show in like a billion years. Alright, so here's how this is going to work. I'm going to drag this all the way here. Like so. Boom. I can probably drag it down actually, a little bit over here. Probably should have something to block this, but I can't really do that with the physics model. Is this the Oni Alpha Site Tower? Yeah, I'm turning it into a physics object. I think it'll be really useful to have. And just so that I can make this all work, we're going to do all transforms applied, and then we're going to generate a mirror to speed this up on both axes, like so. And then I'm going to split them by loose parts. Before things start getting wildly out of control, we're going to start naming these. This is going to be money sign, which is the physics sign, tower base. We'll rename all of these. Set name, money sign, supports. And I'm just going to make sure they all have their regions assigned to them. 1, 2, I don't want to have to do this later. 3, 4, and then 5. Apparently it's all to the armature. There we go. Now they're in place. So our physics model's already going. Don't forget pickle test. Pickle on the roof of the ceiling, see what blocks. Listen, you can figure that out in game. All right. If you want to find out if the pickle works or not, I'll leave that up to you. All right. Another cube. Here's tower base top, and the way this one's gonna work is extra crazy. Stay tuned to find out what happens next. You won't believe your eyes. You won't believe anything. You shouldn't believe anything. It's 2026. That'll be the physics model for the floor right there. That's good. Literally just a cube. Couldn't ask for anything more optimized than that. That's fantastic. I feel like human items are so much easier to make models for. I know, there's no curves, there's no covenant bullshit. It's just nice and easy. I like it like that. This roof will be a little bit tricky, only because it's completely concave, but I think what I'm going to do is just make like a big flat panel, and then I'll add like 4 individual bits that kind of extrude down to block things a little, so you can't just like go through them. There's the Pickle of Doom. You just reminded me of that old copy pasta, Te Penguin of Doom, which, by the way, was so epic and awesome. holds up spork. Check stream chat? Alright, give me a minute. I'm working here, but I'll check in a bit. I'm not the only 90s child here? No. No. Well, to be fair, I was just on the internet from a very early age. I was born in 98, so I'm like a 90s kid, but like, you know. I never got to claim that growing up. People were like, oh man, the 90s stuff. I'm like, yeah, dude, I definitely didn't just grow up in the early 2000s. I totally was there for the 90s. I don't have any memories of the 90s. I don't even remember 9/11, dude. Unk? What the fuck, dog? Not okay. Kind of freaking mean, actually. What the flip? Alright, we're just gonna do this. I'm gonna eyeball it because I just don't even care at this point. We'll just grab that. We'll make a shape like this that kind of just mimics the outer shape here. I'm gonna extrude. Like so. Do the same thing over here. Alright, that looks pretty good. Let's make sure it's assigned to our base tower. Also make sure the tower roof is too, but... Nice. Oh, I made this a generic cube. Tower roof support. Blah, 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 apparent to the armature. So cool, we did it, yay. Let's give it a material, we'll do the tower material. Cool. Was the Sentinel Enforcer going to be in there? Drivable or AI? I did miss the Gravity Claw. I love that thing, but unfortunately the way I spawn AI in Forge just doesn't allow for vehicle type AI, and the Enforcer is a vehicle type AI. Lucy mentioned the Ultimate Unlimited Forge palette. Can't wait to find out about this. Oh, yeah. I don't think he's done with it yet, but he's planning on incorporating it into the Halo custom games browser, the modded custom games browser that the community is working on. I would definitely ask him about. I think he's in the Discord server. Honestly, I have a lot of questions about it too. I just haven't even.
I have come to remind you about Covenant Flood Pieces goal, so I found the origin of bald. Green had me tip to tell you that you were bald almost a year ago, and you being bald became set in stone.
Well, that's cool, but the problem is I'm not bald. If you think about it that way, it's actually kind of crazy, right? Isn't that crazy? How crazy is that, huh? The origin point is there. Why are you mirroring here? Bitch, what the fuck? The origin point is there. How does that even make sense? How is an x-axis mirror mirroring it onto itself? Are you fucking... You know what? You know what the frick is up right now? Okay. I am gonna blow up. I'm gonna blow up. I'm gonna blow up. Me personally, I'm gonna blow the fuck up. I've applied all transforms, and yet the mirror modifier seems to think that, you know what, it's fine. I'm just gonna do it this way. Separate by loose parts. Duplicate, rotate Z minus 90. Generate modifier, mirror, y-axis only, apply. Separate by loose parts. There we go. Not even a problem, dude. Not even a problem. I love physics models. I love physics models. Would it be easier to copy the high-res model and vertex edit in the more simplified physics model? Yeah, but I'm trying to keep things as optimized as possible. I've done that so many times with stuff that it causes the game to overload really easily. Fun fact, actually, most overloading seems to be caused by overly complex physics models. Sometimes it's unavoidable, like the Lich. I made that all by hand, but it's still insanely large and complex. But yeah, so the simpler the physics models are, the less your game will overload. Gotta be careful with that stuff, man. Me, your only fan. I've been secretly... Oh, okay, that's cool. That's actually so cool. Thank you for sharing. Die. Alright, let's finish this thing up. There's barely anything else left to do. We just gotta do the little ladder thing and these little support bits here. Same result, I guess. Tower... column. Alright, watch this. Move this up in object mode, give it a little 45-degree rotation, shove it over to here. What did I miss? Really super important stuff. Oh my god, I cannot believe what you missed, actually. Holy... Can you believe they missed that? Oh my god, the thing that... Oh my god, dude. Actually insane. I don't have time to explain it, but it was amazing. It was so good. Yeah, you just had to be there, though. Just had to be there. Alright. Moving on. Actually, I'm going to take that, and then we'll delete this face. And we'll do an extrusion up. We'll take this face, make sure we recalculate outside just in case. Grab you, up to here. And that should be good. Let's convex hull to see how it looks. Perfect. Awesome. Alright, mirror time. Yay! Separate by loose parts. Oh. Apply mirror. Then separate by loose parts. Cool. Got some columns. So if we hide the visuals right now, we're looking pretty good, actually. We're looking pretty dang good. Last thing we'd really need here is, I guess we'd probably want to extend these things out so they actually have corners, now that I'm thinking about it, but... Let's do this real quick. Lastly, we go here. This part right here is just going to make it easy for me to not have players fall off weirdly. Also, now that I'm looking at it, I should probably expand the bottom face here. Like that. Does that ramp it right? Yeah, perfect. Okay, cool. Cool. Very nice. Okay, so now most of the physics for the watchtower is done. The last thing I gotta do is make the... Ooh, actually I gotta go make the ladder really quickly. Ooh. Alright, so the ladder's pretty straightforward, though. We're gonna make a couple of simple cubes for the ladder here. Very important we do it this way. Pay attention. This will be on the test. Oh, wait, that's Boom! Mr. Boom! John Boom! Pleasure, my good sire. Pleasure. You know, Drake, this goes by on Discord? I don't. I do not. Me not knowing. I presumed it would have been the same name, frankly. Laffy, thanks for the 2!
W Tower. Maybe make a
True.
twin one though, and fly in a banshee towards one.
Okay.
I heard there's a secret Easter egg when you do that.
I wonder what would happen. That sounds amazing. I love that. I think that's a really great idea. That's so special. That is so special. What the hell did I just do? Jesus Christ. Oh, what have I done? Ew. Okay, well, a little bit of trouble, but I think it's good now. Alright, that'll do. Mirror it real quick. Oh my god, this thing isn't even centered. Guess I'll die. Alright, there we go. Our 2 little doohickeys, our little doodads right there. It's pretty freaking neat, dude. Alright, the next thing. Besides the walls. Oh, right, I should probably make a little physics thingy for this too. Well, we'll get there. I'll do it in a sec. He died as he lived. Bald. That is so special too. That's really special. The Council of Nations has convened to approve the activation of the rejected shotgun project. You are first and last line of defense against the enemy hairfolk. I was so happy. I was like, wow. This is gonna be I can't wait to read this. I'm so excited. Wowzers. That's what I was thinking. How wrong I was. Alright, that'll do, I guess. Go there. Drag this one out a little. Okay. Make sure to convex hull all of these. Not that it won't already be done, but you know. Okay, so there's our floor. Very lovely. Very nice. Let's make some cubes, dude. Some big cube moments. Oh no, dude. Oh no, people in my area right next to me are posting that power outages are happening already. The ice isn't even here yet. How does that even make sense? If the stream suddenly goes out, just know it's cold. and wet, and I'm crying and pissing myself. Not voluntarily, obviously. I'm just really hoping that the power doesn't actually go out. I'm well aware of just how pathetic Texas's infrastructure is when it comes to cold weather, but like, what if just once? Which part of the country in? I'm in Tejas. It's the one the squirrel's from. Alright, we'll do one right there. Make sure it's assigned. I gotta go make sure everything's assigned. Just duplicate, throw it over. Separate. Cool. Nearly done. Nearly done. Georgia's in a state of emergency and hasn't even reached us yet. Yeah, it's Texas's too. They're just like, everyone, stay calm. And everyone here in Texas is just like, buy toilet paper now. Like, thanks. That's so necessary and so cool. Really appreciate that. No backup power? No. I don't know a generator. I'll just die. And I'm too poor for a Tesla power wall, so that's out of the question, I'm afraid. Winter DLC God gave us his peak? Am I right? I don't get it. What? Oh. Did you make the collision with those wedges in the U-shaped slot in them with each leg? Oh, this? No, there's no collision on those. I think it's fine. I could add like a cube there or like a triangle. I might, but for now it's fine. Literally unplayable. I was thinking about it. This is what the physics model looks like so far. It's pretty good. Pretty dang good. Master Oof with the 420. Thank you so much.
Here's some more love money in case the stream cuts and I don't get a chance to come again next stream. I don't stay up late often.
I'm streaming later than usual anyway. That's just on me though. I was doing some other stuff. But thank you so much. I really appreciate the support, for real. Thank you. It's always a pleasure to have you back here. Seeing old people showing up. Stream, I don't know why there's so few people watching today. We had like almost 200 people the last few streams. Probably just me starting late though, and not having like the most amazing content going on today. Using Blender myself right now, so saying this is just like holy shit. What, it's just cubes. I'm making cubes right now. Later is that? Oh, it's 3 a.m. Oh no. That's a European time zone. Yeah. What was it? Oh, walls. Everybody loves walls. You guys like walls? Boy, to pop in more recently. I've been a VOD watcher most of the time. Hey, that's cool that you watch the VODs anyway, though, Jared. That's pretty sick. Okay, this all looks great. It all looks lovely. So wonderful. Do be a British fellow, unfortunately. Well, you know what? I'm not going to make fun of you for that. It would be funny. But I'm not going to do it. I'm really holding back. I think I'm dying, dude. I think my heart just skipped a beat from all the caffeine I consumed a minute ago. It just like paused and I felt this intense pressure. My body was like, wait for it, and then it went ta-toom, and I was like, oh, I'm still alive. We're good. Another day, we live to see it. Caffeine, baby. Woo! There's the desk, guys. It's a cube. Cortisol spike. Does that mean you guys are stressing me out? Can you stop stressing me out? You're literally gonna kill me? You not kill me? Why are you guys trying to kill me? Alright. So we do have to do the walls, and I have to set those to their particular region so that the physics models disappear. Ever. The last thing, or I guess I'll do the wall. No. Stop. Stop right there, you watching this stream. I know what you're thinking. God, he's so handsome. Back up, first of all. Back the fuck up. You're overwhelming me. I'm overstimmied. Thinking about a burrito. God, he's so bald. All right, you didn't have to say all that. All right, this will be our test for the physics. We'll make a new material. I'm gonna call it Fizz Ladder. We're gonna assign that there. Where the old material. So now we have a physics ladder. This is basically gonna be a gravity lift. It's going to be completely invisible. You won't interact with it. You'll still just walk in the ladder. Just think of it as like a tube. Like a gravity lift on Guardian or something, you know? Same deal. Looking forward to 3.0. Whoa, we're getting ahead of ourselves. 2.0 even out yet. Like, let's not get too crazy here. The chair would fit nicely in that desk up there. True. Too bad none of you guys are allowed to have my gaming chair. That's right. I'll release every tag except the gaming chair. As I've said plenty of times already, it's simply too powerful. And I don't think anyone except me deserves it, frankly. I think that's an extremely based take. That only I am worthy of such greatness. And I would be hard-pressed for anybody to disagree with that, frankly. Let's add some mirror modifiers. Boom. Boom. Apply all of these like so. And then I will take this, duplicate it, rotate it negative 90 degrees. Grab this, drag it over, snap that to there. Blue flag. Separate that out, run an all transforms apply. We're going to generate another mirror modifier just on that. We're going to do a separate by loose parts on all of these. And then we'll have to set their regions here in a second. But first I need to grab wall B so that I can get a physics model made of these bits. Projected dopamine equals ADHD. What? Cherry Coke from Subway's fire? I do believe it. Actually, fun fact, I refuse to drink soda unless I'm like out. I will occasionally buy sodas for parties if I'm hosting one, but like, yeah, no, I'm good on soda. And you should be too, because that shit is so it's so crazy to me, dude. Is anyone else just like blown away by the fact that There's like entire swaths of people who are just like, I refuse to eat a meal without soda. They're like disgusted at the idea of drinking water. That freaks me the fuck out. It's so tasty. Okay. I'm sure you could make the same argument for like drugs. Oh man. Not that I need heroin with every meal, I just really like it. It's so good. I don't know, I'm just being a fucking contrarian, but god damn, soda's... I drink heroin every day and I'm still here. Well, that's all the evidence I needed. See you guys on the other side. You and that coffee, though? Yeah, but there's nothing bad about coffee. Maybe my teeth will turn a gross color, potentially, but if I just brush my teeth all the time, then it's not a big deal. Coffee's fine for you. We've done it. It's done. Any breaks from coffee? Weak! Weak! Bloats your belly out? Huh? Coffee bloats your belly? It's bean water. It makes you, if anything, it debloats you because it makes you poo. If you drink coffee, you gotta take fat dumps, alright? It bloats you. This doesn't have fucking gluten in it, bro. It's coffee. Wait, actually, I gotta Google that. Does coffee have gluten in it? Oh, we're good. There's no gluten. So how the fuck is it gonna bloat you? Hot bean water goes hard as fuck, dude. I just downed some before this stream. And you won't even believe it. It was right out of this mug right here. It's kind of insane. TBH. TBH, TBH, TBH. Alright, now the moment of truth. We must go to wall A here and assign all relevant wall A parts. Watch in awe. Base wall A. Assign. Assign. And assigned. Alright, wall B is on the other side over here. Wall C. Which would leave this to, as process of elimination, be wall D. There we go. Now that the physics model is assigned, when these areas blow up, the physics objects on them will also disappear. W. Now, just to make sure I haven't blown up anything incorrectly, I'm going to make sure that every object in my entire scene is correctly assigned to a region, so I don't have to worry about the import on this exploding. That actually took a decent bit longer than I was expecting it to, but, you know, whatever. Okay, just making sure all these are good. Oh, see, this actually would have crashed my game. There's an invisible object here. That just would have straight up blown up everything. This is why you double check your physics models. If you try to import a physics model piece that has no material or that has no vertices, just like an empty physics model object, it will crash every time you attempt to import your object. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful physics model, dude. You love to see it. I predict there's going to be a donut. I don't think so. I don't think that's going to happen. I think people actually hate supporting me financially, and they also think I'm ugly and that I smell bad. Only one of those things are true. Alright. Let's put it in the game. But first I need to check the shaders on it, actually. What's going on there? Human watchtower, render model. No, it actually need the tags for this. Boom, boom. What materials does it use? Uses human watchtower and human watchtower decals. Huh, okay, I'm gonna have to yoink those. Let's grab those. Human watchtower. I should already have them, but I'm just gonna copy them anyway. Alright, let's go to our tags folder. In here, we're gonna have a human watchtower folder. Make a shaders folder for it ahead of time, paste that in there. Then we're also going to grab the human watchtower's model tag. That way it still has the destruction data in there. I don't want to lose track of that, so we'll grab that, throw it into the human watchtower folder, and then I'm going to yoink something like the hard tents crate object here, and throw it in here. So now I have created these like temporary human watchtower bits of files and things. Now we need to put this in there as a part of it. Yeah. Okay. Alright, I've exported it. Now we have these three folders right here. We're going to go into here. In our data folder, we don't have a human watchtower folder yet, so we're going to shove those into there. And now that we have all the data in, we can mass import it into the game using these things I copied from ODST. We'll grab our hardtend instead we have human watchtower. And then we open human watchtower and bulk import everything. Cooking. There we go. Look, there's a physics model slotted in there before. I didn't have one. Before, it was using a collision model. All right, so this is the authentic ODST one, the campaign style one that uses a collision model, no physics, no nothing like that. Und now. Oh, I forgot I had a marker for the... Yeah, well, we'll get there. Human military, human watchtower. I forgot it's in my objects, levels. It's a custom one in the Ultimate Forge folder now. Alpine Sandbox Forge. Human watchtower. Boom. Boom. Look at that. It's got physics. Crazy. So, for testing reasons, I'm going to quickly give it fixed physics, so that way it stops falling and flopping around, but it's really good to see that it does have a good physics model. Now, before we test it out and compare it to the campaign one and get a working grav lift on it for a replacement as a ladder, I'm going to go use the restroom really quickly, because I'm going to be honest, that coffee has made my bladder feel like it's going to actually blow up. I'll be right back. All right. Before we go any further, I do want to test this, but the ladder, aka the grav lift, isn't going to work until I do one thing, which is I got to make a marker for it. This is a working grav lift, or it's about to be, but it doesn't know which direction to push people, so we're going to tell it which direction to push people by making a marker for that. So we'll just make a little arrow object, a little invisible one. Hashtag name so it knows it's a marker, and we'll just call it up. Or ladder, I guess. Scale it big so we can see it. There it is. And move it like here. Doesn't have to be perfectly placed. Actually, it'd be kind of good if it was. Put it like there. Move it to the center. Pretty good. And then we've got to make X point upward like that. And that should be good. So that'll just let the... I can use this to tell the gravlift ladder thingy which direction to push people, which is up. Because by default, it just actually doesn't know. Alright. Talking about beer. Yeah, dude. In a snowstorm? I'm not surprised you guys are talking about beer right now. Power's gonna go out or something. It's gonna be cold. You're not gonna be able to go to work. You're not gonna be able to go to school. I just want some beer. I just want to relax. I want to put a coat on. I want to drink a beer, and I want to watch TV for 16 hours straight. God bless America. All right, we're gonna do. This is gonna be our grav lift. We're gonna do the directional acceleration. Will be. What was it before? I think it was like 50. And max velocity of like 5. We'll try that. The alignment mark or the marker name will be ladder. I don't think we need an alignment marker. And then we're gonna have it ignore non-players, bipeds, basically everything. We only want this to affect players, essentially. Cool. And to choose what the ladder is, I made a special ladder material. But first, let's make a physics material for the metal. Excuse me. Excuse me. We'll give it a human metal, and then we're not going to worry about the physics ladder. Instead, we're going to assign it as a phys zone. Cool. And now, it should work as a ladder. I don't know how well it's going to work. I'll probably have to test it a little bit, but this is our campaign one with an actual working ladder. Doesn't work in Forge, though, but it goes up and down. And this one, resume typing. This one should... possibly not work. Might not work. I think that should work. Excuse me. This way? It's definitely a physics round. Maybe it's too far. No, I think I just did it wrong, to be honest. Let me double check how I did it on the object we just worked on recently. The one-way thing. It uses one as well to push players through and then not let them to the other side. Objects, levels. We're gonna do Ultimate Forge folder. And for shield door. Spawner, shield door, one way. Huge one way. Default, yeah, it's an alignment marker. I don't know what this is, but... directional acceleration, blah, blah. And yeah, that was it. It worked. Be assigned as well. iPad. Oh, because I have ignore bipeds on. That's definitely what's going on. Oh, there we go. Oh my, why is it launching me sideways? Must be an alignment marker. Okay. Pushing me out. Why is it pushing me out? Oh, because I have it on mirrored axis, that's why. Okay, so it seems to push me that way, which seems to imply that it's the negative y-axis that does it. So we'll put negative y-axis up. Give that another go. There's my human watchtower. There you are. Beautiful, beautiful. It's probably going to be way too strong, but should work. It's still pushing me out. Oh, there we go. Oh. Why? Oh! Oh, my dumbass. No, I had it right. I just forgot to assign it to the armature. Back to a bone. Keep its transformation. There we go. Forgot the easiest step. If you're making a marker on a model, it has to be attached to a bone on your objects. If you don't do that, it just simply won't work. Now it should push me up. Positive X is always forward, and I have that facing upwards. We just didn't have the marker on it. There we go. Look at that. A working ladder. Probably also like shrink it a bit. Honestly, it's a little fast even. Try that. Bring it a little bit inward and lower as well. Oh, and then let's also slow down. We'll wait for it to re-import, but I also want to slow down how fast you go up the ladder, because I think it's a little bit much. Cut it in half, let's see. That's pretty good. Oh, I might raise it up a little though. And I want it to be a little bit smoother when you get to the top, honestly. Is it just a grav lift or an actual ladder? No, it's just a grav lift. The actual ladder doesn't work on forge objects, so I'm trying to like mimic it with a grav lift, basically. This is what it looks like if you go up it. Works pretty good. Kind of as you go up, you don't really have to do anything. You don't even have to press forward. The only thing that you lose functionality-wise is that on the actual campaign-style ladder, you can go down and up it. This one, just it sucks you up, pushes you up, you're good to go. The only thing that would actually make it feel a little smoother and better is if there was like a ramp at the top here that actually kind of smoothed the entire thing out. Maybe I could try taking this. Raise it up a little. How would I want to do this? Add Master Chief or I call you bald. You already do that. You literally already do. What do you mean, or else? As if that's not something you've done like 10 times this stream alone. Or else. Wait. Oh, it's wall tower. I have an idea. Kind of looks like this. This is how the idea looks. And then this goes up a bit. Boom. Okay, so hopefully that allows for like a smoother version of the ladder. So when you get to the top of the ladder, there's like a little ramp that actually matches the model and should make it so there's not like an awkward moment at the top where you kind of have to like clunkily go over. I think this is like going to be super smooth and clean. We'll give it a go. Let's see. Oh, great. That felt awesome. Yeah, the little ramp works awesome. And you can just jump right off. Oh, that's fantastic. That is so smooth. Need you to make a coffee mug while seated in the gamer chair. Maybe. Wait, oh, we gotta test the destruction. Because now that there's a physics model, I gotta make sure that these still break. They do! Hell yeah. Damn, I'm just that good, man. I'm just that good. With my upgraded wall physics models, they just work. God damn! Feels good, man. Feels good, man. That is done. There's another new object done. We can get rid of our scenery version of this tower. It's useless to us now. Another great object to add to the forge list. Let's make a string ID for it. Let's do, we'll call it HE Watchtower. Thank you, Master Oof, for another 6.
Unnecessary distraction, but thoughts on a rocket variant of the ODST standalone turret. They just use warthog turrets, right?
Yeah, no, you're completely right, actually. Well, technically they're slightly different because they use a different camera, like an over-the-shoulder camera, but yeah, they do. Not even a bad idea. I do have the rocket warthog turret from, well, from the rocket warthog. I presume you've seen it. I added it in Huge Grass 2.0. It's like the old CE type rocket warthog, but I put it in Halo 3 and made like a custom turret for it. So if I was going to do something like that, I would use this, the CE style turret I made for this. That'd be cool though. Like it. I don't know if I'll do it though, only because it would be really busted. But there it is, human watchtower. Alright, somebody did say to check stream chat earlier, and I took a long-ass, distracted-ass break from it. Always got the sniffles, man. What does this mean? Is this what I'm supposed to be looking at? It's just a bunch of memes calling me bald. People scrying the orb, saying that I will never return. At least some of the Rocket Hog is an Ultimate Force 2.0, not Huge Grass. Yeah, it's in both. You're good. It works pretty well too. It's actually very strong, possibly too strong. But you know, it works great. It apparently two-shot Scorpions, so you know that's totally balanced. Let's not even worry about it. Hang on.
Sorry, guys. My house got invaded. Fought him off. It was super badass. I told him my real name. Darkfire, Raven, Spear, and they were super scared and they fucking went away from me. Let's see, what are we doing next? Scarab gun, done already. Missile pod turret, maybe. Dead Scarab, though. And human set dressing. I don't know about what to do about human set dressing, but... Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 items already. Damn. And we got rid of 1, 2, 3, 4... Actually, no, it's 9 items, technically, because this actually just replaced one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we're still good, because we still have 4 slots, guaranteed. Potentially up to 7 if we get rid of these 3. Break the price of gold rise, indeed. How'd you like that new Spartan Drake picture? It's cursed beyond belief. Unbelievably cursed. You've somehow made me hate AI even more. And I don't even hate it that much. Crazy. Never, ever cook again. Do not cook. Honestly, I think the other one's even worse somehow. Where is it? There's an even worse one. Where I have, yeah, look at this. I have no legs. What is this? Where did my legs go? Why am I like a chicken nugget, bro? What is that? And where's my hair? I kind of hate it here. What do you mean accurate? What the fuck? Do not cook, bro. Literally fused with the chair. Honestly, for how much time I've spent on my life in a PC, not inaccurate. Alright. We have 4 extra slots guaranteed. Possibly 7 if we get rid of these 3. What do we do with the extra 4? I'm gonna be honest, I actually think a dead, destroyed Scarab would go stupidly hard, and I definitely like the idea a lot. What do you guys think? We have a crashed Pelican, we have a crashed Phantom. Both are great objects. Do we... Any more Covenant stuff? We definitely can. I mean, Covenant-wise, with this incoming update, we get the watchtowers, and we get the giant landing pad. Human stuff? Well, the only human stuff we've added so far is this watchtower here, and we brought back the packing crate. Crashed spirit, maybe? I don't really have like a good put together crashed spirit model. I don't know what else to add for human stuff. I mean, we have ODST style human stuff. That's not like human military. We have the human landing pad, but that, right now at least, is only on the ODST map. I could theoretically add it as like a global item. Let me see. Tell me what you guys think. Forge, it should be in the ODST section here. This might not, I mean, it's kind of pointless because there's already the giant Forerunner style landing pad, but it is cool. Right now, this is an ODST map exclusive item. I mean, it's pretty pointless. We already have the Forerunner landing pad from Halo Reach, but I made it bigger for the dropships to be able to fit on it. My biggest mod ever? It is! It's true! Welcome, Didact. Those of you guys tuning in, this was a highly requested feature. A working, forgeable human watchtower with a working gravlift style ladder. It just works. And the physics models even still support the original destruction. Beautiful, isn't it? It's 41 degrees in real temperature. I'm glad you called it real temperature instead of Celsius. Or instead of Fahrenheit.
And you don't use Celsius, aka fake temperature. Yeah, let's see. How much has the temperature dropped here? Oh, it's already 50 degrees. I can feel... Oh, I can feel it. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is pretty cool. What else do we do? Fucking, I don't know, dude. We could... I kind of want to do a destroyed scarab. I feel like that's a really cool request. -7 Fahrenheit here. Oof. Adam! Thanks for the one, man. Appreciate it. Is that, perhaps a crashed vulture or condor or a crashed albatross? Honestly, none of those are bad ideas. A crashed albatross would be kind of cool. It'd be a good, something good to add in. You could, like, place stuff inside of it. Halo 2 or Halo 3 Scarab? I was leaning towards the Halo 3 Scarab, personally. Could do a Halo 2 Scarab crash, but I think the Halo 3 one would be more on point. Now, the real question is, if we do the Halo 3 Scarab, is it like a fully dead one with the back of it completely blown off like it is in campaign? Or is it going to be like a downed Scarab where it has all 4 legs still, but it's like messed up? I think maybe the dead Scarab where it's like split in half would be kind of cool. Does the Halo Online Turf remake have a Scarab? I don't think so, no. No, I think that one just has like a wall there. I think a blown up Halo 3 Scarab would be the move. Banana Man! I know that guy. I know that guy. Yeah, let's do this. Let's make it the destroyed Halo 3 Scarab and just turn it into like a full-on scenery object that's like pre-posed and everything. And we can come up with some like good pose ideas for it. I think that'd be kind of sick. So we're done with this. This object's totally done. We cooked with it. It looks great. Split in half. Can we include multiple pieces like the turrets and detached legs separate? I want to keep it all as one piece, ideally. Let's go ahead. I should already have the Scarab. Good. Let me see. Actually, don't know. If we go to tags, objects, giants, Scarab, it might be in a different folder. No, I think it's just in Scarab, right? Data, objects, giants, Scarab, render. Is it all just in Scarab? I guess it is. Alright, well, we got some cooking to do then. We're basically going to have to just take the entirety of the Scarab and just, like, chop it up into many pieces. Halo 3 Scarab or Halo 2 Scarab? I want to do the Halo 3 Scarab, personally. I think that's the move. We'll start with the render model here. It should be already pre-split up into pieces and regions. Dead Scarab uses a mini base? Pretty much. Pretty much. And probably forget about most of the markers. Thank you for the 2, Adam. Appreciate it.
With the wrecked albatross you can remake sand trap and relic in the other biomes, as well as use it for custom shit obviously.
True. I do like that. Think of the 2. The crashed albatross would be pretty sick. Not gonna lie. Alright, let's go past all of these. We don't need any of the volume samples or anything. At least I don't think we do. Actually, wait. Do the volume samples control... What even do the volume samples do, actually? I would love to know that. Does anybody have any clue what the volume samples do? I want to go on the Halo mod server and see if anyone's figured that out. I genuinely have no clue. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what the volume samples do. What the fuck? Used for pathing? Yeah, but there's none on the side here for where they would... You would think that's it, but... They do kind of seem to be... Maybe they're related to lighting. It could be, because they're only in dark areas. But they also seem to be in, like, pathfinding type areas, which is interesting. Genuinely no clue, but we certainly don't need them. Alright, we don't need the base hull. Or the back legs, for that matter. Or any of this. Or these side bits. Or the core, or whatever that is. Or the medium head. We need the major head. And the destroyed hull. So we'll hide those. We don't need the base leg. Or the medium leg. We just need the major one. We don't need the base ankle or the medium ankle. Okay, maybe we need the medium ankle. Keep the back legs as debris around the wreckage. I can't really do that unless I make it a separate object. So major leg, yes. Base leg, no. Medium leg, dead. Minor ankle, no. Base ankle, no. Okay. We unhide everything now. This would be this. Wow, that's a lot less of a scarab than I was expecting, to be honest. Kind of mind-blowing how much of it just gets completely destroyed. Damn. That's crazy. So, I guess this will be it. I mean, obviously we have to pose it, but make a model for it. Scarab destroyed. Alright, it's pretty good. That'll be our destroyed scarab. Now then, I need to make a physics and collision model for it real fast. So we'll do collision first, since it'll probably be more complex. Scale model to picture how big is that? I kind of want a decent chunk. What? Attach some legs and chunks of wreckage. That'd be kind of tough. Will it have attached in VFX like smoke? Yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna put like the big old smoke effects coming out of the back. So it'll basically be like a literal destroyed scarab, exactly how you remember seeing them in campaign after you kill them, but you can just place it down wherever you want. And I'll also pose it. I'll probably have it like lowered down. Right now it's in like a standard T pose basically for the scarab, but I will pose it in a more interesting and creative way. My Blender like crashing right now? Hello? Oh, they're just taking its sweet time. Okay. Right, we don't need the base scarab hole. Any of this stuff in the back is completely useless to us, so we can just get rid of all of it. And then any of this stuff here, we can get rid of that. What are you? Pathfinder. That's going to be for the AI around the legs. We're not going to need those. Those are basically areas for AI to avoid. So base, anything base, we do not want. Medium head, no. Calm down. Calm down. Major ankle, yes. Okay, we're looking pretty good so far. What about the body? We have the scarab destroyed hole. We have the medium ankles. Medium ankle. Medium ankle. Destroyed. Major. Blah, blah. Okay, perfect. Our collision model is now matching. And then last thing we need is a physics model for this. So let's do that real fast. Something tells me the physics model for the destroyed scarab is going to suck ass. I see. I guess I can get rid of all these. All the joints. Anything on the back side of the scarab is dead. We don't need these on the front. So, oh, here we go. Physics hold destroyed stuff. This I actually do want. Gotta get rid of all this, though. So it looks like there is a dedicated physics hold destroyed, so anything that's not phys hold destroyed, we get rid of. So that's basically all of this. Not bad, I guess. Excuse me. What is this? Physics base display? No, gone. What else? Kneecap medium exists. Shin. Guess we keep that. Why is this toe having better physics than this one? Okay, I think that's the entire physics model there then. If we turn off all the collision and render, that's the destroyed scarab physics model. I'm gonna be honest, that's terrible. But it'll do. It'll have to do. The cool part about this, though, is that we can pose the scarab however we want. So I'm going to organize this really quickly. Here's the physics. And the render. Then in the render, we'll make a collection for the markers. Cool. Now that it's all organized, I can pose this easily without having to worry about a bunch of crap. Is that a working condor I see? No. Right now I have to take my medicine again. Yeah, I bet you do. I bet you do. Alright, here's my thoughts on this scarab, destroyed scarab. What if I, like, rotate it on its side and kind of up like this? Like, right? I'll move it back so that you grab it at, like, the centermost point. And then I could, like, pose the legs to be kind of, like, flopped over. Maybe like that, kind of. Like one leg is out, and then maybe like the other leg is kind of in like that.
I just joined. Is this your attempt to make the ice scarab work be walked on?
No, no. Thank you for the 5, though. This is a destroyed scarab prop, so that way you can place it down in your maps. And use it as, like, scenery. I can't make the AI scarab walked on, sadly. What do you guys think? What do you think of the pose? Huh? Huh? No way to attach the back legs and debris to the main model? I mean, I technically could, like, bring them in, but if you, like, rotated this in any particular way, they'd all be floating. Looks believable, to be honest. It's fine. Halo Meister, I know that name. It's been forever. Thank you for the 22 months. Said no. I'm adding massive new content to my biggest mod. Look at this content. We're focusing on forge objects now as the last thing. We're getting rid of all the crap, all the mediocre forge objects, and replacing them with actually good ones with lots of detail. Look, that's a forge object now. That's a whole forge object. That's a whole forge object. What's that? Covenant little tower as a forge object? Oh my god, do we finally have dedicated huge grass and ultimate forge shield doors, including the reach style one-way shield door? Oh my god, are those giant vehicle teleporters? Whoa, that's crazy! And now I'm working on a dead scarab object? What? You figured out how to do a ladder on a forge object? No, I had to fake it. It's using a very carefully done grav lift, so it moves me on its own. But it feels like what? God damn! Halo Meister with the 20 gifted! Let's go, dude! Thank you! Holy shit! Very much appreciated. Good God! Oh. Thank you very, very much. God damn! Fake ladder. Dude, where Halo? What are you pogging at yourself? You know, I'll allow it. Watch this. Crazy. Think future will have a Jackrabbit return? We could. I just need to see if the Halo 3 tags still work in modern day. If so, with all the sounds and everything, then I would love to have it return. We could also add in JS's very cool vehicle, the Spartan Strike one. What am I thinking of? The Human Ghost. The Kestrel. boot up tag test really quickly because I want to use the vehicle teleporters again because I just think they look really cool. I haven't heard that word in so long. I know, it's some Halo Custom Edition shit. Oh. Alpine Sandbox 2. Alpine Sandbox 2. I let it load. Oh, thank you again, Halo Meister, for the absolutely massive drop of those 20 memberships. Also, I didn't even say the thing. I've been so caught up in working on the dead Scarab object. If you guys are grateful to Halo Meister and you maybe got one of those gifted memberships, please give him your thanks and say, thank you, Halo Meister. Very cool in the chat. We're loading. Your egg badge is back. Welcome back, Andy. We missed you. Banana Man with the 69. Thank you very much, man.
I do think it needs debris bits around it, or at least the back legs laying around somewhere for immersion.
For immersion. Well, I mean, I could put back scarab legs as an object. Well, at least one of them, because they'd have to be mirrored, technically. Why is my Sapien crashing? My tag test just crashed. What? Hello? Read my last? Oh, what'd you say? Why am I scrolling so far before finding your message? Why am I still scrolling? Why am I still I give up. Please write it again. Alright, maybe I just wrote this wrong. Game multiplayer sandbox. Game start. Levels. Multi. Alpine Sandbox 2. Sandbox 2. Why would I crash? Basically, the scarab would be that triple rock cluster object from reach. It floats if rotated, but that's how 99 players would be using it anyway. Yeah, technically. That's kind of the trouble I was having with it. I was like, well, how do I want to place this? How do I want to pose it? I mean, how about this? I'll put the smoke effects and stuff on the scarab object as it is now, and we'll just see how it looks. Maybe it won't look half bad. Ain't no way it's crashing. What on the game is crashing it? What is crashing the game? Is it the watchtower? What if I delete the watchtower? Some new item that I added in, which probably could only be the watchtower, is crashing the game right now. I'll figure this out. Halo Meister, thanks for the 5, dude. Appreciate it.
How much for a drivable plasma pistol to go alongside the flyable plasma rifle?
It's a great question. I don't know. I don't usually make decisions like that. I don't really know. I don't really price things like that. Most people don't ask me prices for stuff. Not much of a businessman. Flyable what now? Are you telling me you haven't seen the flyable plasma rifle? It's probably one of the best vehicles that exists, period. It's beautiful. It even opens the sides when you get in it. Isn't that amazing? Oh, it fell over. We're gonna You made the drivable gaming chair? I made that so long ago. That was when I was originally doing the Halo 2 Scarab on Ultimate Forge 1.0.1. Airplane next? I do have the airplane. Oh, wait, I gotta see. Okay, so apparently the human watchtower is crashing the game somehow. I might have a suspicion as to why. I'm gonna save that and just watch it crash, inevitably. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Very weird that it's crashing, but I suspect it's because I dragged one of the tags from ODST. It's causing, I don't know, some kind of exception, error, something like that. Oh, it's so loud. The massive 50 from Halo Meister. Thank you very much. Ow. Thank you.
I give you a +1 business in exchange to make a drivable plasma pistol. Final offer.
I mean, shit. We can do it. I don't even know. I couldn't even animate that, but sure. We'll do a flyable plasma pistol. Why not, dude? +1 business. Let's get sidetracked. Get sidetracked for a tangent real quick. Flyable plasma pistol is okay, but yeah, let's do a flyable plasma pistol. When they just spin along the ground, honestly, that's a great question. I have no idea. Not a clue. Drivable. Wait, the plasma pistol, would the plasma pistol fly or would it hover? I feel like the plasma pistol might hover, you know? Gotta have an overcharged ability. Yeah, maybe it shoots like a fucking... I have an idea. I got a pretty good idea for it. Extract render model. Render data. Objects. Weapons. Pistol. Plasma. Pistol. Plasma. Pistol. The deed is done. What's the orange shield? Oh, this is my Halo 3 variant of the Reach one-way shield. So now we have it in 3. You can walk through one way, but you can't go back in the other. Bounces you right back. Vehicles, nothing. Everything gets blocked. Pretty fancy. I really want to activate the... Well, oh yeah, the whole reason I even spawned in this to go in was to show off the vehicle teleporters because I was so happy with them. We gotta do that first. I'll fix whatever's causing the crash with the human watchtower. It's probably because it's got some kind of special ODST shenanigans going on. Multiplayer, sandbox, game start, levels, multi, Alpine, sandbox 2, Alpine, sandbox 2. We are going to look at the vehicle teleporters now. Just because I particularly like them. We're almost there. Almost there. We're almost there. And we're going to do a flyable plasma pistol. Because why not? Or maybe it's a drivable plasma pistol. Let's be real. That doesn't sound half bad. Check stream chat for pics. Of what? You don't have any content. Oh, new Mombasa stuff? Oh, okay. Yeah. It still crashed! Hello? Why is it crashing? There's not even a human watchtower spawned in. What the fuck is crashing the game? Because I'm over the scenery limit? Could that be a thing? No, that wouldn't make sense because I deleted it. Okay. We go there. So I made a new map on my site ages ago. Looks cool as shit. It was super bad, but conceptually awesome. I'd love to revisit it one day. One sec, I'll be right back. Okay, the game is being extra quirky today. That's cool, I guess. How's it doing? Maybe it wasn't the human watchtower. Maybe the map actually just has so much stuff loaded in it that's blowing up. That could be a thing. Loki, you want to track this down really quickly before I get started on the plasma pistol, otherwise it could be very bad. When are you going to add the CCS class battle cruiser? When did I say I was going to add the CCS class battle cruiser? The plasma pistol concept was too powerful. Not for me. I'll make it real. You said it that one time you said it? I don't know about that. I feel like I'd remember that. I have an impeccable memory. Oh, okay, there was actually just too much stuff on the map. That's crazy. I guess there's even a limit. Oh, but now the controller doesn't work. Come on, dude. Can't take any W's. Sender node. Oh. Receiver node. Oh. Actually, I don't think I can delete stuff. Oh, yes I can. Me when I'm lying. Why are things overloading? Something about these teleporters overload the map somehow. What the hell? I thought I deleted the other ones, but they actually just overloaded out of existence. And this sender node isn't even rendering fully. But there we are, the vehicle teleporters, pretty fancy. They're expensive, they shouldn't be. Maybe I need to remove the dynamic green lights off of them. That is a bit much, frankly. They look great, but a little bit much. I think that shouldn't be enough to cause an overload, though. Maybe it's this thing. Is it you? Are you the problem? Make the glow into the texture. I was just thinking that would be a great way to do it. I can't though, sadly. At least I don't think I can, because these use repetitive tiling textures. Probably. Like, these are going to share. Well, I suppose since it's all coming from a uniform angle, it's actually pretty doable. The Blam engine! Thank you for the 2. That's this engine.
I saw what you did to my plasma rifle, and what you do scares me. I must stop you somehow.
No. I don't think you will. Drive the rocket warthog through the vehicle teleporters. Wow. It's so cool, man. These things look awesome. Wow. Oh, I came out the receiver now. Wow. That's pretty cool. But will the Forerunner tank teleport? That is the question. I can't test it because the map seems to be exploding pretty regularly, but possibly. How's the destroyed Scarab Forge object going? Pretty much done. I just have to put it in the game. But first, we have to make a drivable plasma pistol. Now, I could not do the drivable plasma pistol, but it would be really easy to do. Does the Scarab go through? No, probably not. It could go through, but it probably won't. We need the plasma pistol. Where the fuck is the plasma pistol? Plasma pistol. There it is. Wait for it. Wait for it, it's loading. Calm down! I don't think the Scarab is successfully. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, I love it. Get rid of everything we don't need. Flashlight for one. Horizontal flare. Another horizontal flare. Left hand. I don't need left hand. Don't need a weapon stow anchor. Now, we're going to create Master Chief so that we know how big to make it. Thank you for the 420, Banana Nanner.
If you overcharge shot, it ejects you as the flap shoots up.
Is that possible? Can I force an ejection? I think it would blow up the vehicle, and then I could force an ejection. I love it. What if it drives around like a ghost instead of being flyable, though? I feel like that's kind of huge. Oh my god. Mateus, thanks for the 2.
Who is this funking guy?
Who? You talking about me? Am I a stranger to you? What do you hate me? This guy freaking hates me. Overcharged. Yeah, I was thinking it would be really funny if it shot like a green version of the BFG or the anti-air cannon shot where it goes pew, and you just get sent flying backwards at like Mach fuck. I think that'd be awesome. Back anti-grav, left front anti-grav. Okay, perfect. I just underscore anti-grav. Thank you for the 2 ethereal.
Wait, so I just thought, if a skiff goes through the vehicle teleporter, what happens to people just riding in the middle? Also, Forerunner tank? Eyes emoji.
What happens? Wait. If the skiff goes to the... What happens to the people riding in the middle? They do not get teleported. They would definitely not get teleported. Sadly, it is simply the truth of how it would happen. What up, Talca? Good to see you. It's beautiful. However, we're not done here. This vent, we're going to turn it into a new marker called driver. We're going to flip it around 180 degrees. We're going to have the driver sit directly here. And then I have a really cursed idea, but I'm going to put this as left foot. And then this as right foot. And then we need a way to get in, so we take the driver. Actually, wait. X is forward, right? How would this work? Would Z be forward? Actually, don't remember. No, I'll do this. If we're lucky, it doesn't blow everything up. And this will become driver enter. There we go. You'll get in from those markers. They'll let you in. Then you sit on top at the driver marker. Your legs get locked to these little things, which will look goofy as hell. And left foot and right foot, I duplicate them. I'll move them up. So become left hand. This will become right hand. And you might be like, that's cool and all, but how is it going to work? How is it going to... Hold on. I'd be like, how is it going to work? How are you going to drive it? That's where my secret technique comes in. Anti-gravity points. It will hover. Isn't it beautiful? We'll have them duplicated. And then we'll do the same thing on both sides. God, it's so fantastic. And then we need a physics model for it. Make a new cube. We're big braining it, and then lastly, boom. Physics model complete. Guys, that was really hard, but we did it. And then you might be like, but rejected. Wait, you need to have a collision model or else it'll just never work. So true. So true, but not to worry. I thought ahead. Using my enormous cranial capacity, I'm going to take this, duplicate it, and make it the collision model. I'm gonna call the material for it PP. Pretty cool, right? I know. Alright, then we need to parent it to a bone. I don't know, any bone, I guess. Fuck it. For the collision model. It's done. It works. Putting the and in blood, sweat, and tears. Hey, everyone said I could do it, and I did it. They all said it could be done. Alright, let's see. Alan, I'm cooking. Give me 2 seconds, I'm cooking in the background. Alright, I don't know why I'm not showing it. I can literally just... I'm making plasma pistol folders. In our data folder, we get all that beautiful stuff. And then over here... By the way, this is going to be so cursed when we first put it in. But I'm going to use the ghost as a basis for this. Alright, but watch this. This is the witchcraft right here. We take the vehicle tag for the ghost. I feel like I could do this in record time. Oh, is driver and driver enter? Easy. Already almost done. All the settings are good. Back anti-grav. Front anti-grav. Delete. Yeah, it's probably fine. Actually, no, it's not. We're going to delete that, duplicate that, make the exact same settings for this, blah. Okay, good. And then now that we have our plasma pistol changed, instead of using the ghost model, we duplicated that already for our plasma pistol model. And for that, all I have to do is delete all variants and all damage info. Not needed. Targets, nope. Save that. Bulk, delete the animation graph, bulk import. Oh shit, wait. It's a vehicle, it needs animations. I almost forgot. Wait, what if I do like a really shitty breathing animation for this thing? Why isn't it working? Frame cover? Shouldn't this animate something? Hello? Shouldn't this, you know, do something? Oh, it's the third person model, so it doesn't actually do anything. I see. That's super annoying, but you know what? It's fine. Bungie never animated a third person animation for the third person model. Very sad. So sad. Oh, right. Wait, I don't even have the materials for it. We gotta go into here and click that, shaders, then we gotta go objects, weapons, then we gotta go to pistol. And we gotta steal the plasma pistol shaders folder. Boom. Now we re-import it. And while that re-imports, we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna give it an animation that does literally nothing. We'll go here. Dope sheet, action editor, new animation, any idle, save it. This here. This here, this here, 1 to 30, export it as an animation. Since it's an idle animation, we need it to be a JMM style. Any idle, exports instantly because the animator thingy is goated now. Make an animations folder, paste it in, run the animations, model, animations, objects, vehicles, plasma pistol. Now we have an animation graph for it, and then we just simply assign it. Let's spawn it in and see how cursed it is. Oh my god, it's enormous. That's what she said. It's perfect!
That's definitely what it's supposed to look like. I meant for that to happen, guys. It seems, possibly, like the anti-grav stuff didn't work at all. We'll just change it a little bit. Well, hopefully, you know, it'll work a little better this time. Look how happy he is. So happy. What are his hands doing? One hand is like twisted down, the other one's actually just completely backwards. This will do amazing things for this vehicle. I'm bro itching his nuts. Well, the downside to everything I'm doing here is that it seems it's not working. So there's that. Why? 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 I called it front anti-grav, right? Oh, no, I didn't call it anti-grav front. That makes sense. Why it didn't work. Oh! 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 Try it again, okay. Which direction is it pushing me? Pushing me sideways. I think maybe... Oh, that's even worse. Surely this fixes it. I'm late, but what did I miss? Only the most important things. God damn. Fine! Fine! I'll look at how it's actually supposed to be set up on the actual Ghost vehicle. Noob modder. I get it. I get it. My bad. Sorry for being so shit at modding. Sorry I'm so bad, and sorry I smell so gross and I'm so ugly. My bad. Okay. Is X pointing up, Y pointing back?
We got it this time, guys. We got it this time. This is easy. This time for sure. Oh! Oh, we fell in. It's a little unstable, but we did it. It almost did it. So close. Guys, come on. We basically had it. That was... Maybe it's just a little too strong, you know? What? Somebody explain that to me. They're too close on the y-axis. Yeah, but what? I wanted that. I wanted them to be too close. That way it made it funny and fall over all the time. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. We almost got it. I believe. Ah! Wait. I'm cooking in my brain. Okay, but what if I do that? Wait, actually, what are these all connected to? Yeah, connect to the gun button. Okay, that should be fine. Okay, now it's too weak. I don't want to work on this anymore. This sucks. Okay, it seems to rest very comfortably on its side. Wait. I know what's happening. I've actually had it right the whole time. I know exactly what's happening. I forgot the immutable rule. This will work so flawlessly. I can return them to being comically close to the center. It'll work this time. Easy. Fuck! This time. It'll work this time. Guys, I meant for that to happen. I did that on purpose. It was for a bit, guys. Yeah! Please. Please! What does this look like? What the fuck, man? What am I doing? What the fuck am I doing, man? I gotta make an animation for this, actually, for when it charges. Gotta be done. Gotta be done. Simply, it will be done. Weapons, pistol, plasma pistol, weapon. Ooh. Alright. And then I can take this. Blah, blah, blah. Master, oof! Thank you for the super chat.
Well done for fulfilling my monthly dose of Prime Halo content.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I think you will continue to enjoy it. Monthly, this shit's daily. True. True, but also true. That's also true. But that's true. I mean, that's true, yeah. That's also, honestly though, if I'm being honest, that's actually, yeah, that's true. So, yeah, that's true. Where the fuck? Hello? Is this it? That's gotta be it, right? Fucking hell, it's getting cold. Yerp. It's only gonna get colder from here. Okay, that's gotta be it. I have an idea, and in order for it to work, I go boom, I go boom. PP Big 1. That stands for Plasma Pistol Big 1. Now it's got a projectile effect.
Keep it the same ghost fire rate, but every shot is an overcharge bolt. It's constantly instantly draining shields and de-emping vehicles, but can never outright kill anyone unless you physically hit them.
That sounds so fun. That would actually be so brutal. I have an idea for it. So I'm very curious to know if you guys will like my idea, but first I gotta do this. It's the light inner core. And then the dark outer core. Let's see, how does this look? We're gonna refresh. We gotta look at it from the sunlight side. You know, it's got its beautiful side like that. Oh, lovely. Just lovely. Oh, it's so good. What is that? It's the most important thing I've made. Hello? Hello? Oh, you know what? I'm being dumb. This should do the shot. This should do the trick. Oh, one more thing. Well. Alright, I set it up so this is now a vehicle type weapon. Not bad, not bad. Why does the firing effect spawn so far back? Oh, it doesn't. The projectile's just so big and has such a long tail that you can see if I fire. It just looks like, because the projectile is really big, but the center of the projectile is actually the hot part. So it just looks like it's spawning far back. Now I have an idea. I noticed the charging effect looked very familiar to me. So I was thinking that I could make like a sort of charging effect on this. We have plasma pistol charging sound looping. That's fine. But the charging effect I thought might be better if instead of using the plasma pistol's charging effect, we instead went to the Scarab charging effect. Let's see how that looks. Well, that didn't work at all. But we can make it work. Very easy. Here's how we do it. First of all, we get rid of the sound. And whatever that was. Then, we change all of these spawn locations, like charging arcs. All of these will spawn on the primary trigger marker now. And anything extra that's exclusively Scarab-like, like the... I think, is Charging Spark the one I'm thinking of? No, not that. Is it... I think Electric Bolts is the one I'm going to want to get rid of. Okay, okay. Let's give it a go. A refresh every time we update a weapon. That feels appropriate for a charging effect. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. I'm starting to like it. Okay, I'm gonna leave you guys with this for a second. I gotta use the restroom real quick. When we get back, all right, I'm going to make this fire the biggest projectile that I can feasibly put on it. So give me just like 2 minutes.
Guys, it's the plasma pistol. Can you make the charge shot shoot green wraith mortars that push the vehicle back when you fire? I will do one better than that. I will do something even better. What if there was something better than a plasma, not a plasma, a wraith mortar? Now be thinking to yourself, no way. Nothing's better than a green wraith mortar. That's impossible. Wrong. We in fact have the anti-air cannon. This is PP Big 2. This is our PP2 projectile effect. I have one already made if you want to save time. No. For this, I must do it myself. What was this? Contrail system? Boom. Object vehicles, plasma pistol. Weapon, FX, boom. This is the PP2 contrail system. What is this? Lens flare? We can keep the lens flare. As for the, well, yeah. Boom. Boom, boom. We're gonna put it into our PP folder, plasma pistol. And last but not least, our light volume system, which is the entire awesome glowy part of the projectile. Arguably the best part. All we gotta do, make it green. Go to our lens flare, which is, I don't even know if it's blue. It is, it's cyan. Now it's green. And we got our contrail. Something tells me the contrail, probably blue. Let's fix that. Let's make it green. Both parts of it. This one's a super bright cyan. Now it's a super bright green. Oh. Smoke fiery large. Dark blue. Deep green. Time to refresh and see what happens. Let's use our giant PP vehicle. Oh my god! We're almost there. Oh, hang on. Might be a little fast. Perfect! It's so good, dude. Are you kidding me? That's phenomenal. This seems balanced. I think this feels really balanced. That easy, dude.
my god, it's all the way over there. Jesus. Wait, a rechargeable a lot slower in the green explosion. You've got a deal. Yep. I don't know if I want to go through and edit all the plasma to be green. That's a lot of effort. But admittedly, the projectile is a little slightly, ever so slightly too fast. Is it ever going to impact? No, it's running into the void. Beautiful. I love it. I think this thing is perfect. What are you making? What do you mean? What? You've never seen Halo before? This is obviously Halo 3. Making Halo 3 better. This is what Halo 3 would have looked like if it was a good game. Join us next time. We're gonna get paid to make a flyable energy sword. What, you're not happy with this? This is peak. Oh. Fell asleep. What the hell have I woken up to? Peak. Alright, we're good. I leave for like 2 hours and you start writing a giant plasma pistol. And a mini nuke going off. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, it's fading out of existence. Yeah, flyable focus rifle would absolutely shoot a glass. Alright, we did it, guys. We did it. I see a lot of flyable weapon requests, but listen, you're asking for a lot here. I don't know if we have the technology for that. Excuse me. Got back in her riding a plasma pistol? Yes. It's true. I can't hide it any longer. I was in fact driving a plasma pistol. I didn't know how to tell you guys, but it's true. I gotta make sure the human watchtower doesn't crash. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I think I actually just had so much stuff spawned into the map that it refused to load any further. So we're gonna see. Ready to go into Forge. Alright, Forge activated. Now we start. And go to Alpine Sandbox 2. Alpine Sandbox 2. Mega Mantis has drivable Master Chief. Yeah, what if it was just a Master Chief, but he's enormous and he stomps around just going doom, doom. Can these be added in Ultimate Forge? I mean, technically they could. It would just be a massive waste of space. It loaded. It worked. The human watchtower was not the issue. I just had too much shit on the map. Huge. Man, what a great forge object. Why were you driving a plasma pistol? Why were you not? God, I love the way the vehicle teleporters look. There's really not much special about them. I just think they look super cool. As far as objects go, how about a crashed spirit? Possibly. But personally, I'm more pressed about this one right here, this crashed vehicle, the Scarab. So I want to add this in as an object. I think it'll be pretty cool. Adam, thank you for the 2.
Another time you could make the spiker and change it to essentially be a full auto skewer from Infinite, and it sounds like what I just made you. Cause what I just sent sounds like full auto red hot railroad spikes. It's so good.
What is it? 50 cal shoot. Oh, like the spiker, but it's just going. Was a little loud. Like that would be sick, actually. That would actually be so good. I think this thing should go into the video game now, so I will do that. Let's give it a shot. See what happens. data objects levels multi. We need to go into our Alpine sandbox here. We're going to do Scarab destroyed. Throw all these in here. Need to make sure we have a folder for this as well. Thank you for the 2, Adam.
Check the video above the sound to hear it in action.
Momentarily, I need to grab some crate and model tags really quickly. Let's do Scarab destroyed. We can add some effects and stuff on top of this. I don't know if this will spawn in right away, but I hope it does. Oh, you know what? I won't have any materials, actually. I gotta go grab them from objects and Scarab shaders. Loading. Why are there still node edges? Those shouldn't exist. This thing is going to spawn in super cursed. I can almost guarantee it. I think I'm going to have to do some shenanigans with its regions to make it not insanely awful. Oh, hey, it's actually pretty good. There's the dead scarab prop. Can't go inside it, sadly, but it's there. The chair is rather exceptional. I kind of thought that might happen. Oh, I know the fix for this, though. I just remembered it. All of these, clear parent, keep transform, and then generically parent them to the armature. I remember this from the flood poo door, from the butthole door. The sphincter, your... Watch the video. I really hope there's no music in this video. That will get me copyright strinked. Ooh, that does sound good. That would be insanely satisfying to have as a Halo weapon. Okay, that's good. But now the real question is the physics model simplified, and can I just set it to have fixed physics without it blowing up? I suspect if I set them all to fixed, it might just work. I can't say for sure unless I go in-game and forge and test it, but it should be good. There we go. Scarab prop, it exists. Say we add the Scarab destroyed thingy to it as an attachment. So in order to find out what we need to add, we gotta go to Objects, Giants, Scarab. I think it'll be on the model tag under the whole destroyed. Probably as a permanent effect, yeah. There we go. Congratulations to all Ultimate Forge players. You can now have your own scarabs. Is there a detached version of its rear turret by chance? I don't believe so. But it's kind of cool looking. Let's knock that one off the list. Scarab gun technically also has been done for a long time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Minus 1 is 11. Leaving us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 guaranteed. So technically we have 2 more slots. Up to 5 more if we remove these. We're cutting it close, but it's all seeming pretty good. Wonder why Bungie didn't make the smoke greenish. It's bluish. It's Covenant smoke. A slight tint of blue to it. Because Covenant fire is blue. It's pretty cool. Good object to have. Alright, I'm gonna go AFK really quick. I will be right back. Alright. Crash Scarab, massive W. Wait, what have we made total today? We did the watchtower, that was big. Dead Scarab. Technically, no, oh, whoops. Thank you for the two
Share emoji.
No.
Share emoji.
Too
share
late.
Emoji. Share emoji.
No.
Share emoji.
I don't
Share
think so.
emoji. Share emoji. Share emoji. Share emoji. Share emoji. Share emoji.
Wrong. Think of it the two though. The sheds would be a really good thing to add. Maybe like a double shed. Which shed though? You know, I mean, there's a lot of sheds, but which one would be the shed? What's the shed to add? Because I do think that would be a great addition to the map. Right now, as far as these additions go, Missile Pod Turret would be useful, but not amazing. A Forerunner 16 by 16 plate, useful, but not amazing. Human set dressing, again, useful, but we already have some, so not amazing. All 3 of these I like, but... Salvo Highway Shade. Yeah, I think that would actually be extremely useful to have, like some more human-style bases. With plenty of Forerunner reach bases, but not enough human bases. Shed with the concrete base and the fences. Yeah, I think that definitely the concrete base. The one with the fences, I do think would be pretty good. I do think would be pretty good. Let's go to permafrost really quick. Let's take a look at those bases there and see which one would be like the best one. Permafrost. It's been a minute since I opened it. Can't wait. As soon as Ultimate Forge is done, we get to go right back at it, which I'm really excited about. Show us the Chrome Dome? No, my hair is messy today. No, my YouTube tab crashed. Come back. Oh god, it's getting cold. It's just gonna keep getting cold. Till tomorrow night when it's gonna be like below freezing. Covenant Spire is a forgeable object? I would very much like that. I do need to make a full-on physics model for it though. Which is a lot of work. I have some of the physics model for it, but it needs a lot more. I was originally planning to add it, but just, it's a lot. Anyway, we're here for the sheds for now. Hey, we got the watchtowers. But the sheds are the important part. So here are a couple of the sheds that we have. Though they'll be green if we use the actual in-game Halo 3 ones. So there's this one, which is just a single building. It's open in all 4 directions. It's alright. There's this one, which is also open in all directions, but it has 2 buildings attached to it. I think the one that's probably going to be the most useful is this one, which is the double shed with the fences. I think this will be the best one. So I think we use this one. It is also open in all directions, but the fences do give you some amount of cover. Most bang for buck, I agree. I say, yeah, we use this one. Let's use this one. Physics model-wise, how tough will this be? They can always have their own cover anyway. Also a good point. Physics model would kind of suck a lot on this, but it wouldn't be impossible. Can they fit any vehicles? Yeah, you can fit, I think, Warthog's in here comfortably. Maybe a Scorpion? I don't know about a Scorpion, but definitely a Warthog's. Let's see, does a Scorpion fit? Not really, no. But a Scorpion, or not a Scorpion, but a Warthog does fit very comfortably. Where are you? Enclosed elephant to permafrost? Could do like a hybrid of the Oliphant elephant type deal. Okay, I think we're gonna do one. It'll be that one. Let's go back. Actually, wait. Let's look at the. Well, you know, hang on. Let's take a look at the spires too. I don't really want to add the spire because it's gonna be such a huge project to get it fully working in game. The elephant was always too open to feel like a true mobile base. Yeah. Can't argue with that. Oh, Master Oof! Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it.
I'd if you'll know this, but what about the AA shade turrets from Reach? They're the small orange ones only seen on the Falcon mission.
Yeah, no, I was definitely thinking about adding those. The only reason I haven't gone gung-ho and immediately brought it into Halo 3 is because they are another just stationary type turret vehicle, which we already have a lot of. And if I'm going to add another vehicle, which there's already so many of, I'd probably just want to add, like, some kind of mobile vehicle rather than another turret. It would be awesome to have, but I'm just like, cost, benefit. Dinar, dinar. We only have a couple slots left. Alright, we also got to add a string for the... Do shield door one way, I already got those. Vehicle, sender. I already got those, then it'll be human, watchtower, scarab, dead. I would wanted to write it as crashed scarab, but it doesn't really make much sense. We'll just call it destroyed scarab. Let me add all of these to the forge list really quickly. That way everything's actually just working nicely. We have the shields. I don't know if I added those actually. Let me double check. I want to organize this exactly the way that I was planning to, and then we can just copy and paste all these changes to the other maps. Wrecked scarab? True. Wrecked might be good. Alright, let's take a look here though. As far as the items I want to delete from the forge list, we got to get those out of the way first and foremost. So that's going to be... We already got rid of the golf stuff, so we're good on that. Then we got to get the shield door. We're actually going to swap out the shield door, but we're going to go for that next. So that's going to be under the scenery palette. Oh, we already have those in. Cool. So we don't have to worry about that. The grav lift large we need to remove, and the covenant crate open as well. So that would be a sword holder. Where's the covenant crate? Crate space A, I believe, would be the open one. We leave crate space in there. Then we remove the rain FX because we have a better new one. Particle rain. Clouds I think is still good. Fire, fog, and smoke, we leave all those. And then as far as removing the rest of the stuff, oh, did I already get rid of the soccer ball too? Rip soccer ball, dude. Grav lift large, also got to get rid of that. That's under here. And then we gotta delete from the weapons palette that stupid fucking tactical battle rifle. I hate that thing. It's awful. And then from the vehicle palette, I wanted to remove the ODST style Banshee because that's stupid. Heretic Banshee, also pointless. And for now, I'm going to remove the Treadhog because it's actually useless and nobody uses it. It's kind of like a specific thing for maps like Permafrost, so we'll just keep that. What else? Tactical BR, Covenant. Oh, and the Corvette, right? The Corvette is, as cool as it is completely useless. Okay, boom. I think that's everything. Yeah. Be a point someone makes a mod in Halo 3 where you can set vehicle variants in a vehicle variant menu. Not without some heavy outside modding. That's the project for something like El Dorito. Would be goated though. Would be so sick. Okay, now we begin adding stuff. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and add the most recent stuff. So we do have the egg shield, cove barrier, crate space, blah, blah, blah. All that's great and lovely. I'm going to go to the human section here under the hard tent. Phantom crashed H3. I think insert goes above, or is it below? Goes above. Okay, so hard tent. We're gonna get human watchtower. And then right above the human watchtower, we're also going to insert Scarab dead. And then the other stuff we gotta add that we don't have already would be... What's the Covenant base thingy? Cove landing pad. Where would I put the Covenant landing pad? How about... maybe below the hard tent, above the frigate. Then we have... oh, we gotta add the pods, the Covenant watchtower stuff. I think I'll put that under scenery, actually. Well, maybe we could just put it down here. That'd be kind of nice. Put it above the Cove landing pad. Insert, insert. So the top one, we'll do Cove watchtower base. Should be objects. Here, Covenant military. Fuck, I completely forgot where it is. Oh, here, Cove watchtower base. And then the pod. Okay, we're almost there. That's most of the items added. We have the one-way shields, we have the bases, we have the vehicle teleporters, human watchtower. Oh, we gotta add the human crate back. I hate to say it, but that one's pretty huge. Not having that, sad, man. Sad. Put that in the scenery palette under... palette. Thank you for the 2, Davy Jones.
Oh, waiter. Ring me up one indomitable human spirit, would you? Thanks, pal.
That's me and my indomitable human spirit. Crate packing giant. There it is. It's good to see you, Davathy. We got our crate packing back. Last thing is to add the scarab gun. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember where I put it. This year is the year. This is it. It's the year, dude. We're here. My ancient scarab gun, which honestly is probably not even that good. Okay, I think I've added everything to Alpine Sandbox. Let's boot it up in Forge mode. Pray that everything has not exploded. I do believe your blood has been replaced by caffeine and nicotine rejected. Are your kidneys holding up? Debatable. Alright, multi-Alpine Sandbox 2, Alpine Sandbox 2. No spoilers though? Don't ask. Why is it the year? Bro, don't ask. Oh shit, my bad, dude. You should have said so. Moves are being made. Like what moves? Man, somebody make my controller work. I'm so tired of not having a fucking controller that just works all the time. Like 50-50. At least this is working though. Look, we got a Covenant watchtower. That's pretty sick. Let's see, does the Scarab break? Phased physics. Nope. It's good. Scarab's good. Human watchtower. Okay, that just has fucked physics all the time. That's crazy. Wait, does that mean if I drop it? My eyes, what the fuck? Oh, it's doing the thing, dude! It's... Well, everything works. I don't know what else to say. This is just fucking rules. What else do we have? Oh, let's check out the Scarab gun, I guess. We'll just spawn everything and make sure they work. Dope. Our vehicle list is more consolidated. Very nice. Equipment. C4. What else did I add? Our shield door one-way is looking good. We probably should remove that little thingy on it, though. Regular shield door. Got our vehicle nodes, vehicle teleporters. Love it. Still really just love how those look. That's awesome. This is shaping up, man. There's some useful ass forge objects. Scarab looks sick. Yeah, this is just a forge object you can place down now. How cool is that? Pick up the Scarab at any time and just be like, you know what, actually? How do I rotate this? I don't know how the mouse and keyboard controls work. I always use my controller when I'm forging. But whatever, it works. Alright, structure-wise, we have... There's destroyed Scarab, human watchtower, watchtower base, and pod. I guess I could make Covenant landing pad not just be Cov landing pad. Does that break everything? Nope, it works. Oh, I crashed the game. Never update your strings or do anything relating to the forge menu. It's never worth it. It's just not worth it. Dying Scarab noises from turf, though? Oh, you know, that's a good point, actually. There should be dead Scarab noises, right? I'll put those on there. Giants. I bet the Scarab has it, and it's only if it's dead. Let's see. Scarab engine loop is on alive. Can new tabs not be added to the forge menu? Sadly not, no. Actually, it seems like there is no sound on the dead Scarab. Unless... Unless it's on this and I just never noticed it. Or it's on a marker that doesn't do anything. Nope, there's actually just no sounds. Alright, fair enough. Uh-oh, Bungie, uh-oh. Alright, and we gotta test this. That's right. Fake ladders on a forge object. Not to brag, but it's kind of a big deal. And if you're like, I'm going up the ladder and you want to get off, boom, you're off. We have the technology. Huge! What a great update so far. The final batch of stuff for the mod, and it's already looking so useful and so awesome, dude. I can't wait to see dead scarabs and giant covenant landing pads and shit in the game. It's gonna be so cool. So my boss has a specific comment. We're gonna replace the remaining foreign object with civilian objects since the only time we have rows. Yeah, I'm definitely done. Where's custom edition? No lifts exist would make invisible ladders with really high climb values to fake lifts. Now we have Forge, though. Forge has so many restrictions. Rip golf ball? I know, it's sad. It is genuinely sad. Hey, maybe I could bring back the soccer ball. So much map potential with a Cub platform. I do think people will come up with some very creative and interesting use cases for it. At least that's my hope. Playtests will be fun. I know, the last batch of playtests. Oh, I can't wait. Drivable pad looks so damn good. I know, straight out of ODST. Actually, in ODST was a lot more pinkish than this. I actually toned down the shaders quite a bit to make them more like bluish purple rather than like pinkish purple. Bungie cooked that design? They did. I mean, isn't it? It's basically the Halo CE design, right? On Truth and Reconciliation. It's like that, but updated and modern. Pretty sure it is. Trying to find footage of it. Oh no, never mind. The one on Truth and Reconciliation. I mean, it has some similarities. Maybe we can find that on YouTube. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, it's got some... Oh, yeah, yeah. It is like an updated, modernized version of this landing pad right here from CE. You can see it's got like the hexagon shape with the little things coming up. Little ramp going up and into it. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I think this one's a lot bigger. I'm gonna be honest, this may be the wrong size. This might be way bigger than it's supposed to be. I just don't know. I think this is the correct size, but I also may have scaled it up way too big. I'm not sure. I don't remember if I changed its size on G4. I may have scaled it up for the Lich or something. I don't remember. It's pretty big in ODST, it might be smaller. Okay. I like it at this size personally, but hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's fucking good. You know, guys, I think I'm gonna call it quits for the night. There are still some buildings and things we need to add, just like literally a couple more, and I think tomorrow might possibly be the last day of adding new objects, because then we can move on to like the final bug fixes, of which there are mostly AI related bugs to fix, which is stuff that's so boring I might just not even do it on stream. I might do it off stream. Simple stuff, add some strings for the saber, fix some broken materials, add some physics objects inside the E3 Scarab, find a way to let people out of it. Fix the respawning biped things by adding a little kill effect. All these are like 5 to 10 minute fixes. This one I might actually do off stream. Pelican damage states for the police pelican. It's pretty easy, but might be a little involved. Pretty simple stuff. The main thing that I really need to worry about is just the AI bugs. Make them actually walk around. Might be able to help with pathfinding like Forge World. Well, all I gotta do for Forge World and the rest of the physics, or not physics, AI pathfinding points is just place the AI pathfinding in a very specific way. I have an idea on how to do it. It's gonna make the pathfinding way worse, but it should work. Adam, thank you for the 2!
There was the same effect briefly in Halo 2 at the end of Outskirts. Then the same effect reversed, I think, when glassing the temple after killing Regret.
What? Wait, what is the context on that? What do you mean? What effect? The end of Outskirts. Which... What? What? What effect? I'll leave the AI stuff for last, since it'll be the most time consuming. Yeah, I agree. Oh, the capital ship grav lift? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Low-key could add that as a forge object. Might not be a bad idea. Maybe link to instance geo, might need to separate the zones. The problem is I can't separate the zones. Everything has to be in one zone. That's the restriction. On maps like Forge World, I could potentially make various different zones that are like running and auto-assigning the AI to different AI squads with different zones like per region. That is definitely not out of the question. Ever check stream chat? Oh, let me check it out. Oh, the Uber chassis. Well, we already have the ODST cars, so I wouldn't really have too much of a want to add this into the game. I like having, or not, yeah, we have the ODST ones with like the police version, the civilian version. Can you just have a big volume for each zone? Yeah, that was kind of my thinking. I was like, well, I suppose I could just like split everything up into different zones and then just have the AI. I'll have like all of the pathfinding have an overlap, and then when they do decide to overlap and go into a new zone, then it'll just auto-assign them. And then for the... I could theoretically do the same for these other big maps here. The only thing is I don't want the scripts to like overload super hard, but I don't think they will. Honestly, I think they'd be fine. That wasn't for Ultimate Forge? Oh, okay. Just in general? Maybe one day. Halo 2 mixed with ODST art style is going to be a bit messy, but it could be done. What about Foreigner Bridge? 2 Betrayals? We have the ones in Halo 3 as well, the light bridge versions of those in 3. That do look pretty good. Oh, you're talking about the giant bridge from 2 Betrayals. Yeah, there's also the Halo 3 variant of that from the Mission The Covenant. When you go inside Truth's big thing where the Flood ally with you, those bridges you're on are almost one-to-one Halo 3 upgraded versions of those bridges. That would also not be necessarily a bad idea. I kind of like that, actually, quite a bit. Let me write that down. Yeah, that'd be pretty sick to have, actually. I mean, we have those on Huge Grass. That's the thing, too. Like, I actually already have them ripped out of the map and, like, cleaned up a little bit as instance geometry objects. Pull that up real quick. Do AI objectives work on multiplayer maps? Honestly, I don't know, and I never mess with AI objectives. I've never made a campaign map properly with, like, full scripted AI, so I genuinely don't even know how to use AI objectives. It's a complete blind spot for me. I know they're tied to like scripts and that they can like have different scripts like run under certain conditions or something like that, but It just got back. Scarab looks good. Hell yeah, I'm glad you like it. I think it'll be a really great addition to people's maps. It could really spice up stuff. It's a really good piece of scenery. It doesn't need scripting? Oh shit, okay. Might have to pick your brain on that actually. Alright, let's see here. Loading, loading, loading. We're almost there. There's some more slots for storage. 4 just when you get objects. I know, it's painful having to make decisions on what's worth it and what's not. This bridge. This would be the bridge here. Could even be split down the middle, and it would have like objects in the middle of it too. I removed them, but like barriers like this are also on the bridge. Could actually pretty easily take this giant foreigner bridge and make it into a forge object with some extra bits on it as well. Cover and the like. I don't know if this would be worth adding, but I feel like it would potentially be good. Do the full fat version of this with all the stuff on it. And it's already a giant instance geo piece with no opening, so it's perfect for turning into a forge object. Physics model would be stupidly easy as well. It's mostly just a bunch of flat planes. It's just used when multiple things need to happen. Can be tied to scripting mostly for assigning multiple areas. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh yeah, and they can like transfer between them, right? If they have AI orders, that could be really useful. I will definitely pick your brain on that then, because that would be insanely, insanely useful. God, the ceiling texture is so ugly. I actually left stuff on it. What the fuck? Yeah, whatever. Alright. I'm gonna leave. It's my time. My time. I'm gonna head out of here, guys. I do hope you enjoyed the stream today. We got so many good forge objects in here already. I'm so excited. My hope is that by next weekend, maybe even the middle of this next week, we'll just already be doing playtesting and trying to get this mod out the door. That's the hope. I want to get all these AI bugs fixed. I want to fix all the small little details here and there. Pretty much every bug that's actually occurred seems to be fixed. It seems like almost every balance issue has been rectified in some way or another. Things are good. Things are good in the mod. I'm very excited. I'm going to head out, though. Thank you guys very much for all the tips. Much appreciated. Daily tip goal is almost halfway. That means a lot. Thank you guys for all the super chats. All the memberships. 20 gifted, by the way, today. That was crazy. That was actually crazy. But yeah, I'm going to head off. I'm going to go hang out. I'm going to go play some games. I'm going to go work on some other project. Remember the Halo 2 Scarab Pistons need to be fixed? True. That's a good point. I don't know if they don't animate, do they? All right, I'll take a look at it. I'll make sure they work. It should be an easy fix. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night and day. Stay warm to all the USPs. I'm going to be doing that. So I'm going to keep my faucets running and everything overnight. Don't want to freeze to death overnight and have all my pipes stop working. Hopefully, the ice rain does not have my power out tomorrow. If my power does not go out tomorrow, I should be live. So, you know, keep an eye out for it there. Have a wonderful rest of your night, guys. Stay warm. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Master Oof, thank you for that last super chat. Appreciate it.
I can't promise our paths will cross again, but I'll try lurk in the background. Good luck with modding man guy.
I appreciate it very much. I appreciate you coming back. Thank you. I do hope you come by, even if you just lurk. Cool to have you back. Have a good one, though. See y'all tomorrow. And Oof, who will definitely be there tomorrow. Bye-bye. Goodbye.